Good.
Sorry for me. Yeah. Hi, Venkata, how are you?
Yeah, going good. How about you, Ben?
Venkata, can you just brief me about
Yeah, sure.
roles and responsibilities
Yeah, sure.
and
See,
what you
yeah,
benefits this?
yeah, sure. I had total of 15 plus into IT experience and with more than of 7 years into AWS as well as the DevOps. My journey in the tech industry was been to completely starting my career with the Linux admin, then with the desktop admin, then into the Linux, and then into the AWS and DevOps architecture kind of thing. Currently, I'm working with Tech Mahindra as a solution architect kind of role, as well as earlier before 2 years back, I have been into the tech lead, DevOps lead, and I lead significant projects just like in the sense. Which are high profile clients such as Optus as well as the Airbus and KPN. And my responsibilities includes designing and improving the CI/CD pipelines using tools like Jenkins, Bamboo, and AWS Code Pipeline as well, and automating the infrastructure provisioning with IAC tools just like Terraform, and managing the cloud operations to ensure smooth developments. I have some just like in the sense I had a cloud certified AWS Cloud Professional certified, and had done Oracle Cloud as well, but I had not worked on this Oracle Cloud completely into the AWS Cloud as well as Azure as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about in terms of hosting applications like what and all container platform you have worked on with?
Container platform. I had worked with the Kubernetes container.
Okay. Fine. So, what's your overall and what's your total and the relevant years of experience?
Yeah, total itself had 17 years of IT experience and 7 years into the AWS and DevOps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So, okay. Okay, can you just brief me about taking a developer puts up the code in the GitHub, and from GitHub, how the image is being built, what kind of algorithm is being used for build, how do you validate the code, build quality of the image,
Yes.
and also any scan, what kind of tools you use it, basically what kind of tool you use it for CI/CD pipeline, and let me know the flow, the high level flow, and the list of application with its purpose till the image is ready for UAT or for production to consume.
Yes. Yeah. Here I am using the Jenkins pipeline. Deepika here dropped out, I guess. Prem, you joined, right? Prem?
Okay, I don't know what time I got disconnected. What I was trying to say is, I have a developer who put places
Yeah,
code
got
in
it,
the
Prem.
GitLab.
I got your
Okay.
question, but when I am explaining, you got dropped, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, whenever the code is submitted in a GitHub repository, we generally have a CI/CD pipeline in place, and in the CI/CD pipeline, we will configure in the Jenkins itself. We first pick the code from the GitHub using some credentials or webhooks we use to deploy, and using that webhooks, the code will be pulled it, and here a scanner, just like a code scanner, just to check the code is having some vulnerabilities or some kind of using Cypress or some kind of scanners. We will write in the Cypress itself into enable the code is validated as per the what we call what is the code and what the expectation is. Unit test, just like in the sense will be build it up here in the Cypress itself, and post the Cypress test results. It will be sent to a hello. Am I audible?
Yeah. You can proceed. Yeah.
Post it will be sent to a build using I had been using the Jenkins as well here, using the Jenkins build tool itself, or else you can use Maven based on the code what are the supporting code itself, we can go with that. Tools like Trivia also sync can be used for the security scanning. Post the build, what the artifact, using the build we can build an artifact, and this artifact can be kept, can be scanned again for any vulnerabilities, just like using some Sonar Cube kind of thing. And in this Sonar Cube itself we can write the scripts to check the vulnerabilities, how the artifact is and what the stability of the artifact also we can check it in using the Sonar Cube. And this artifact can be or else your wish, that can be stored in an artifact repository using some JFrog or some AWS ECR as well. Sorry, not ECR, using the S3 bucket or some kind of artifact repository we can make it. And with this artifact we can build an image using some Docker file. In the Docker file itself we need to mention what the scripts and what the commands which we want to execute by this image itself. And with the help of Docker image, we can build an image, and this image can be sent to any ECR or image repository as well in the JFrog as well. And this ECR can be using the image repository, image created in the repository, we can go ahead with the deployments. Just like if it is a UAT or a dev environment, we can use this for the deployment, and there the deployment can be using the dev environment. In the dev environment we can deploy that, and in the dev environment itself we can deploy that. And 1 second, Prem.
Okay. Take a case. I've done a deployment. Okay.
Yes.
And deployment is successful for a particular application.
Okay.
After the deployment, I'm saying about the production. Okay, it has passed through all the tests. After deploying the application, the pod seems to be crashing frequently. So, what could be the reason for this pod crash?
Maybe that namespace or tagging kind of thing, we need to check that basically. Resource constraints, just like in the sense, maybe there's some.
Apart from this, anything else?
Pardon?
Yeah, apart from this, can you give me
See, there are so many reasons, just like in the sense, unheld exceptions, just like incorrect configuration part, and some any dependencies issues, and security or access issues, memory leaks, infinite loops. Those things we need to check. And finally the network issues also we need to check, or maybe some incompatibility with the environment as well, because already it's running now. So basically using some HP or some kind of thing, we can troubleshoot each step by ways and check the logs, then monitor the metrics, how the metrics is done, and then we can debug into the issue.
Can you give me a command to just grab the list of files which has been modified in the last 5 days?
Yeah.
No,
In the last 5 days only, right? Pardon, Prem?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah, using the bash in the sense find dot type and f hyphen mtime -5, you can give it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will search for the mtime, in the sense it will search for the 5 days, less than 5 days ago. Correct me if I am wrong.
Yeah. Take a case, one of the Kubernetes working out is under not ready status. Okay. I'm just adding on the issue to you.
Okay.
What you do, what kind of troubleshooting you will perform in order to make it ready back to the working state?
See, first I will check the node statuses, and here we need to check whether the pods are running or not. Just like the node troubleshooting we need to do. We need to check the counter factors, just like in the sense how the what we call node exceptions, whether the node is in normal state or not. And then if the node is in normal state, we can go ahead. If it is not in the normal state, we need to check the node condition, just like PID pressures and the key pressures, disk pressures, memory pressure, and other the key components just like kubelet or docker d or container d is normal or not, and then we need to check the diagnostic logs as well using the error information. Then we need to check the monitoring data. In this monitoring data we can get the usage of CPU, memory, disk and network resources. Post that we can perform the diagnostics. If it is in ECS instance, if it is not known using the node status earlier itself, we need to go with the ECS instance status. See, based on the instance also it may get check out like the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you take care in terms of like what do you see the logs, list of logs you would refer inside the node into the root cause?
See, using the kubectl logs we can check the logs. Post that we need to investigate on what the logs describe, that just like in the sense describe the log, describe the pods, and in this pod what the functionality for which the pod is using it. And in this we need to go with the using the namespace, we need to check with the logs where it can occur, and we need to check for the errors and exceptions list, what the timestamps and patterns of failures, and application in the application logs itself we need to check. And coming to the system logs, we need to just check the kubectl log pod names itself. We can get the system logs as well, and in that we can using the timestamps and these we need to filter those.
Okay. Can you get me a kubectl command to just create a service and expose it for outside world?
Yes. You mean to say just to describe this? Prem?
Sorry?
No, you want to just to describe the pod? What do you say?
No. I want to just create a service and expose it to outside world.
To open internet. Yeah. kubectl expose deployment, and then the deployment name, whatever the deployment name which you are doing that, and then the type should be maybe load balancer if required, and then the name, the service name, and the port which we need to give it to external port, and then the target port we need to mention as internal port, either like maybe 8080 or some kind of thing that we need to expect.
Can you give me option for port forwarding on the index?
Yes.
Port forwarding on the index.
Yeah. kubectl and then port forwarding, you mean to say in the NetSH in the Windows machine or Linux?
The Linux.
I need to go through that command.
Okay, no. But okay, take a case.
Yes.
I'm using. Have you worked on Kibana or any log forwarding tool?
Yes. Kibana only.
So take a case. I'm all at once. I'm seeing the OCP console. I can see all the logs are getting created and it's being looked up. But on my log retention tool or in Kibana dashboard, I'm missing logs of last 20 minutes. This is a case. What needs to be done?
Only the 20 minutes log has been
from the past last 20 minutes.
Yes.
I'm not able to see it in.
First we need to check the log forwarder collector configuration, which we will configure in the Kibana.
Where we need to check it out.
Yeah, because see in the log stash itself we will configure this forwarder or the collector configuration, which then it will go to the Kibana, right? If there are any filters in that log stash that we need to, just like here it may be log stash or some collector, just like FluentD or some kind of log stash collectors will be there. See, here we need to go with that, and then we need to check the resource utilization of the log forwarder as well. Whether the log stash may get some issues. So using some top command or top pods or some kind of thing, we need to go through that and then inspect the pipeline as well if it is there. Check for buffering as well. For whatever the queuing messages issues may be increased or the buffer limit has been increased, and verify the Elasticsearch indexing as well. This might help us.
Okay, can you still let me know the command to list down the pods running onto the entire cluster?
Yeah, kubectl list all pods.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Take a case. I'm just trying to understand wherein have you worked on any auto scaling concepts?
Yes, HPA
No.
and AWS auto scaling as well.
No. On the pod or application auto scaling
Yes.
on Kubernetes?
Yes, of course I had.
Okay. What list of parameters you significant for enabling auto scaling onto a Kubernetes cluster or for a particular namespace?
Actually, your voice is out.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible now.
What I'm saying, can you just let me know
Yeah.
how to or what would be the list of parameter I need to just use it for enabling auto scaling? It's mandatory for enabling auto scaling.
See, if just to check whether it is auto scaling is required or not, right?
No. Auto scaling is required for enabling auto scaling. What all parameters I need to take into consideration?
Yeah, here the parameters just like CPU usage and then the memory usage. There we need to give the limits in the HP as well. In the HP itself we need to give that, and then the configuration which we need to go ahead, and target metrics also we need to give, just like the CPU usage target metrics and minimum and maximum replicas, and scaling thresholds also we need to define there.
What and all parameters I can use it for scaling threshold?
That's what, see, while mentioning in the HPA itself, we need to mention the parameters just like API version, and then the kind deployment we will use, and CPU maximum replicas and minimum replicas, and metrics just like resources like CPU usage and utilization, and the average utilization which we need to mention there. That is enough. And if it is a vertical auto scaling, we need to go with the policies kind of thing. In the policy, we used to mention what the things and what update mode. First, we will define vertical auto scaling, and then the kind of deployment, and then name the update policy. Where in the update policy itself, we will define those.
Okay, can we have a multiple claim can be enabled on a particular PV persistence only?
Yes.
Can I set up multiple claim?
Yes, I can. Should I explain that?
Multiple volume on the PV.
Yeah, of course.
On the PV.
Yes.
Multiple volume.
Just to enable that, we can write using the storage class name. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine, but can you use it for the same volume, multiple claims, I'm saying?
Yes, because the same where we had written this storage class, that can be used in other claims also. Volume claims as well as the.
Okay. That's fine. Can you? Okay, all at once I'm noticing one of the pod is taking more memory than the usual. It was running fine, but right now the end users are reporting that particular application is slow. Okay, so I couldn't find no changes has been done in the last 1 week of time. No infrastructure changes, no issues. So if that's the case, what needs to be done? Like I'm just handing over the issue to you.
Yeah.
What you will do?
First, I will check the which application is slow, and then we'll analyze the memory usage, just like the pods matrix, using some top command or top pod name, and inspect the node itself, kubectl top node, and then kubectl logs. There we can find for any specific using the namespace, and we need to describe the pod names, and then after that we need to analyze where the memory leaks are there, where the increase
How do you
application.
analyze? That's what I'm trying.
See,
What do you have there?
using some third-party tools just like API monitoring kind of New Relic or Prometheus or Grafana. In this also we can get it, or else using the logs of pod, where we can define those. Correct me if I am away.
Okay.
Yeah, and by restarting
Okay.
we can clear the memories, but some cases we need to check that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with the screening.
Okay.
Ankita, you have any questions for me?
Yeah, nothing from an frame.
Do you have any?
Nothing from an. And what is the architecture here? In the sense, is it?
Not from the delivery team.
Okay.
I know just a JDL
Okay.
and what needs to be done.
Yeah, no
Apart from
issues.
this, I'm
No
not
issues, no
sure
issues.
of the lecture of the delivery part.
Yeah, no issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, Ankita. Thanks for that.
Yeah, nice
Have a
talking to
day.
you.
Okay, take care.
చాలా సింపుల్గా జరిగింది ఇంటర్వ్యూ సార్. అన్ని రోజు నేను చేస్తాను క్యూబిసిటీఎల్ లిస్ట్ పార్ట్స్ కాదు, గెట్ పార్ట్స్ అని చెప్తున్నాను నేను. క్యూబిసిటీఎల్ గెట్ పార్ట్స్ మైనస్ ఆల్ అంటే అన్నీ వస్తాయి
అవును.
నేమ్ స్పేస్.
Get
అదే
parts.
నువ్వు ఒక్క నేమ్ స్పేస్ కావాలంటే -n నేమ్ స్పేస్ పేరు ఏందో రాయాలి.
ఓకే, లిస్ట్ అయితే ఇది.
లిస్ట్ అంటే గెట్ పార్ట్స్, లిస్ట్ పార్ట్స్ కాదు. క్యూబిసిటీఎల్ గెట్ పార్ట్స్. ఇదేందో లాక్ అంటే లాక్ అంటే సరిగ్గా చదవట్లేదు.
లాక్ అంటే లాక్ అంటే
లాక్ అని వచ్చింది, అందుకే మళ్ళీ మార్చాను నేను.
నేను మళ్ళీ అడగమన్నాను, అడిగి కొద్దిగా టైం వేస్ట్ అయినా సెర్చ్ రికార్డింగ్ ఆపుతాను.